So the chat number 3. No? Now you already know it is dosa mula asankharika chitta. So what will be the Cetasikas? So we say as you are having domanasa, no painful bed of feeling, piti will not associate. So 12 anya samana Cetasikas, with the exception of piti, will associate. And then we know that this moha chatuka, they associate with all the 12 in moral mind. So we put in full moha chatuka. And then, how about the loba, ditthi, mana? They do not arise. Now we say here, the dosa chatuka arises, we say. Now you have to take careful now. When we say dosa chatuka, so this dosa chatuka, it includes Esa, Machriya, Kokocha. They are unfixed mental factors. So they associate only when they show. Now when the man is angry because the food is not good, does he has jealousy? No. Does he have avarice, like stinginess? No. And does he has the Kokocha? No. So these three do not associate. So you have to put only dosa. So if you put only dosa, instead of here dosa, this chitta, instead of 20 Cetasika, you have only 17. So we give you the answer there, in number 1. So the second paragraph of that. So the Cetasika that associate with this chitta are, and of course we give the name first. The name of the chitta is Domanasa Sahagatam, Patiga Sambayutam, Asankharika Dosa Mula Chitta. And the Cetasikas that associate with this chitta are 12 Anyasamana Cetasikas, piti being accepted. 4 Akusala Sadharana Cetasikas, that means the 4 Moha Chatuka. And dosa. So only that. Esa, Machriya, Kokocha do not associate with this chitta. So, alright. So we go to number 2. 1 feels sad. Number 2 the correct, no? 1 feels sad because another person gets a better job than oneself. So the 2 friends, they walk together, and then one get promoted, and one does not get promoted. So the one who does not get promoted, he feels sad. He feels sad because the man get a better job than him. So what would be the chitta in him? So when you say he is sad, he is unhappy, then you know it's dosa mula chitta already. And now when he feels jealous, because another man gets a better job than oneself, that means you feel jealous of him. So jealousy arises at this time. So when jealousy arises, jealousy also always arises with dosa mula chitta. So you know it is dosa mula chitta. So as he is sad and unhappy, so by his own his own accord, without being prompted by anyone. So it is again dosa mula sankharika chitta. The names are the same. And what will be the chitta, the Cetasikas this time that associate with this consciousness? So those 17 consciousness, they will associate again because they are fixed Cetasika. So we would say, so we get dosa mula asankharika chitta. So the 12 anyasmana Cetasika with the exception of piti. And then 4 moha chatuka or akusala sadharana. And dosa, the 70. They will associate again. But now, what do you add? As he is having jealousy, you add Esa. So you get 18 Cetasika. So we go to number 3 again. One feels uneasy. So when you feel uneasy, no, actually you are unhappy also at that time. Because one does not want to share one's office with a newcomer. So if you don't want to share your room with another, so what do you have at that time? That is Machriya, we say. No? Machriya, you don't want to share your things, no? Your possession, your knowledge with others. And also, no? When you don't want to share your money with others, that means your stinginess we call. No? So it is Machriya arising in this time. So what is the type of this Chaita? And what are the Chaita seekers that associate with the Chaita? So what will be the Chaita? So uneasy, unhappy, you also know it is no dosa mula. And when he has Machriya, then you also know it is dosa mula. Because Machriya arises only in dosa mula Chaita. So now, he feels uneasy or unhappy without being prompted by anyone. So again, it is asankharika. So the same thing, the name of the Chaita is the same. And this time, what will be the Chaita? So again, it is the dosa mula, asankharika, the 17 Chaita will associate again. Those are the fixed one. So that means up to dosa, they will associate. And then you have to add now. So now you don't add the Isa, this time you add Machriya. So you still get 18 mental factors. Now just to complete this group, now we will have another problem. For example, a student among you. So you don't pay well attention to the teaching. So when the teacher asks you this question, so others can answer, but you cannot answer. Then you don't feel happy. You don't feel happy. Then you may think, oh, I am as intelligent as others. Now the others, they understand, I don't understand. Because I don't pay attention well. So what Chaita will arise then at that time? Again, since he is unhappy, dosa mula Chaita. And also what arises here? I would understand if I pay attention well. But now I don't understand because I don't pay attention well. So what is that? That is remorse, we call it. Kukucha. So again, this is kukucha arises, and you know it's dosa mula Chaita again. So the name of the Chaita will be the same thing. And now in the Chaita seekers, so those 17 plus kukucha this time. Not Isa Machriya. Isa Machriya do not arise, kukucha arises. So we go back to page 93. So in the middle of the page, number 2 now. Although mana is said to associate with the full lobha mula, daichikata vibhuta chaitas, it arises only when one thinks highly of oneself or having a low opinion of others. Not only when you are proud, when you feel you are proud, so you are better than others. So only then that the mana will arise. It does not arise when one is having no pride or no conceit. So again, if you refer to chart number 2 here, so we say here mana associates with 4 lobha mula, daichikata vibhuta chaita. So remember, the daichi and mana, they are the companions of lobha. They arise only in 8 lobha mula chaita. So in the 8 lobha mula chaita, 4 chaitas are daichikata sambhuta, associate with daichi. So in those Daichikata, Samyutta Chaita, Daichi will arise. Daichi will arise. And Mana will not arise. And in the next, Daichikata, the full Daichikata, Vibhuta Chaita, Daichi does not arise. So we say Mana can arise. So we say Mana associated with full Lopa Mula, Daichikata, Vibhuta Chaitas. You get it? Now, if in the examination you are asked, what are the chaitas that associate with mana? Then you would answer, the full Lopa Mula, Daichikata, Vibhuta chaitas will associate with mana. You have to say like that. But mana is now, we say, it is unfixed Cetasika. So it arises only when one has conceit or pride. Otherwise, it will not arise. Now, for example, a man is very poor. And now in the morning, he found that his children were weeping, crying. So he asked his wife, "What's the matter with the children?" "Oh, they don't have any meal last night. And this morning, we don't have any rice to cook." There are many poor people like that. Like that. Maybe also in Indonesia, in Myanmar, we have like that. So, what should this man do? So he had to go and find some money to get rice. Some poor people, they are just like that. They have to walk each day to get money, not to eat for that day. So he went to the fruit market. He walked around the market. So expecting some lady would ask her to carry the fruits she bought. So if he carried the fruits, then he will get some money. But nobody hire him, ask him to carry fruits, so he didn't get any money. So now it's the sun. The sun is quite high now, so he is very worried. "Oh, my children are they are very hungry. They are weeping. They cannot go to school. What should I do to get money?" So at that time, a lady was talking with the seller, the sales lady. So she had been looking at those oranges and apples, and she left her handbag there, and she is talking here. So when the man passed by here, he saw the handbag. "Oh, I can take this handbag. I better take it since I need money." Then the good thought stops him. "Oh, if I take it amounts to stealing. So if I'm in court, I'll be in trouble." And also he knows karma, karma in result. So the bad result would come to me. So he hesitated. He hesitated to steal. But then the lopa, again encouragement, "You better take it. You need money." So reluctantly, knowing karma in result, now he took that handbag. So what would be the chaita? Yes. So since you steal something, it's lopa. You cannot control your lopa actually. So finally he steals it. So lopa mula chaita arises. Now when he steals that handbag, is he very happy? No happy. So what would be the chaita? Upekha sahagatam. Not somanasa sagatam. Upekha sagatam. And then, would that be Daichikata Samyutam or Vibhutam? So no Daichi, because he knows karma in result, we say. So it is Daichikata Vibhutam. Is it Asankharika or Sasankharika? Sasankharika, because he has to purchase himself. So you know the name of the chaita now. So what is the name? So, Upekha Sahagatam, Daichikata Vibhutam, Sasankharika, Lopa Mula Chaita. Now what would be the Chaitasikas that associate? So if you can answer like this, you know very well about about this Cetasika. Then you can pass with distinction in the examination. So now, Lopa Mula, the Detikata Vidyuta Cheta. So we say it is Upika Sagatam. Upika Sagatam. So we can just consult this Cheta. You don't need to know which Cheta. You don't need to know. So as you say Upika Sahagatam, you know PT is absent. PT is absent. So 12 Anyasamana, the seekers with the exception of PT will associate. And then, in all Lopamula Chita, Moha Chituka associate. So, you get this Moha Chituka. 12 plus 4, you get 16. And now, Lopa will arise, 17. And, which one will arise? Will Deity arise? No. Will Mana arise? No. So you get only that. So you don't get 18. You get only 17 because Mana does not arise. So you get it. Now another exercise. So when you have done many exercises, you become very skillful. Now a very beautiful lady, very beautifully dressed, walk along the road. 4 men who were sitting on the roadside cafeteria gazed at her, and she knew by slanting eyes. So she knew. So the men are gazing at her. So she was very proud and joyfully, and then proudly she walked on. So what would be the Chachita? Joyfully and proudly she walked on. So we know pride is arising in her. If pride, Mana, is arising, so what will be the Cheta? It will be Lopamula Cheta. Only we say, whenever you say Mana arising, so it would be Lopamula Detikata Vidyuta Cheta. You know up to that. Now she is walking joyfully. Somanasa Sagatam. Now we already know Detikata Vidyutam. Asankharika or Sasankharika? Asankharika. So what would be the name of the Cheta? Somanasa Sagatam Detikata Vidyutam Asankharika Lopamula Cheta. Now what would be the Chetasikas? Somanasa Sagatam, PT is present. So all 13 Anyasamana is present. And then you put in Moha Chituka. And then Lopa should be put in. Then instead of Deity, you have to put in Mana. So how many do you get? 19 as described here. So we go back to page 93 again. So this time, number 3, you have to look at number 3. Although Tina and Mega are said to associate with the 5 Akusala Sasankharika Chetas, they associate only with these Chetas when these Chetas and their concomitant mean mental factors, the Chetas and the mental factors are dull, inert, and morbid, and inactive. Otherwise, they do not arise. So, Tina Meda. So, sloth and torpor, we say they arise in the 4 Lopa Mula Sasankharika Cheta, and also in Dosa Mula Sasankharika Cheta. So if they are Sasankharika Cheta, like here we say, if they are Asankharika, then Tina Meda do not associate. But it is Sasankharika, then we have to put in Tina Meda. So in the case in our exercise of the man who steals the handbag, Say as he has to persuade himself not to steal it, he has sasankharika lobhamula chaita. So if you say sasankharika lobhamula chaita, you have to put in tina meda as well. No, you have to put in, like in the examination, you have to put in tina meda also. Then you can make the note. No, tina meda will associate with the chaita only when the chaita is down and inactive. You can say that. For example, in that case, actually, when the man steals the handbag, after persuading himself, but at that time his mind is very alert. So you have to look at there whether somebody would see him very alert at that time. So actually, tina meda will not associate. Now, for example, the girl was selling some fruits. So, she was expecting some people would come and buy so that she would get money. She would get money. So, if you are expecting like that, what would be the chaita? It would be lobha mula chaita. You want to get money. You want to get money. But as nobody come to buy, so she feels sleepy at that time. So she was selling with the expectation of getting money. Now she was sleepy. So that lobha mula chaita will associate with tina meda. So we go back to page 93, number 4. So in number 4, we say 3 virati cetasikas, namely samavaca, samakamanta, samaajiva, also arise in the nana kadachit way. Samavaca, right speech, arises only when one is abstaining from false speech. Now, for example, a girl steals some money from her mother's handbag. So when the mother asks her, "Now, daughter, have you taken some rupees from my bag?" So she was scared. So she said, so she wants to lie. No, I don't take. If she say I don't take, then she lies. Then she say, yes, I took it. So if you abstain from the saying the false speech, lying, then you abstain from it, then we say at that time samavaca arises in the mind. And the same thing, so samavaca arises only when one is abstaining from false speech, otherwise it does not arise. Samakamanta arises only when one is abstaining from wrong action, like killing, stealing, otherwise it does not. For example, when a mosquito is biting you very painfully, you want to smash it. Then you remember, I observe 5 precepts, I should not smash it, then you let it go. That means you abstain from killing. Only at that time, samakamanta arises in you. So, when you are not abstaining like that, just like now, we are abstaining, but at that time, samadhi kamanta do not arise. So only when we abstain, only then samakamanta arise. And the same thing, the next one is samaajiva, the right livelihood arises only when one is abstaining from false livelihood. Otherwise, it does not. So we say they arise individually, separately. They don't rise together. Only one at a time. And they arise only when they should. Not only when you abstain from false speech or from the evil action, etc. So they associate in the nana kadachit way. And the same thing with number 5. The 2 apamanya cetasikas, namely kruna and mudika, also arise in nana kadachit way. Kruna arises only when one is having compassion for someone. So, for example, a girl or a little girl finds a dog hit by the car, it's about to die. So she feels pity. So if you are feeling pity for some miserable being, at that time karuna will arise. And of course, when you are meditating, may all miserable beings be free from their misery. So at that time also karuna will be arising. So otherwise, just like now, We don't take notice of the compassion. So karuna do not arise in us. And then mudita arises only when one is rejoicing over someone's success or prosperity. Otherwise, it does not. Now you can see now both these three viritis and two apamanya. So all of them, they associate in the nanakatasi way, we say. They associate only individually. Individually mean the five of them can associate only one at a time. And because also they take different objects. They take different objects. Samavaja takes the object to abstain from stealing or from lying. And the Samakamanta takes the object to abstain from killing, stealing. And Samaajiva takes the object to abstain from false speech and this evil action in connection with his livelihood. So, they take different objects. And again we say Karuna. So it focuses on miserable beings, wishing them to free from misery. And the Mudita takes notice of prosperous beings and wishing, may their gain be with them for a long time. So the objects they take are different. So one consciousness can take only one object at a time. So among the five, only one can arise at a time. That we should know it. But here, when we say about the Mahakusala Chaita, so can you raise this a little bit now? Just another column. Yes, very good. A little more. Okay. So we have now where's Mahakusala Chaita? Oh, you have to raise a little more. Please raise a little more. So now we have the Mahakusala Chaita. So we say here if it is Somanasa Sagatam, so all 13 Anyasamana Cetasika will associate, including Piti. And then we say all these 25 Sobana Cetasikas associate, we say 13 plus 25 we get 38. 38. So here when we say 38, we say all three Viriti and also two Apamanya associate. So that would be, when we say that the entity, so these five, these five, three Viriti and two Apamanya, they can associate only one at a time, not all the five. So when only one associate, the other four do not associate. So actually, the maximum number that can associate with them is 34, not 38. That you should know it. So we do some more exercise again. On page 94, number 4 this time. A lady is paying homage to a pagoda with joy and with knowledge of karma. What is her chaita? And the mental factors that associate with the chaita. So what will be the chaita? As if you are paying homage to the pagoda, at that time Mahakusala Chaita will arise. Then you are paying homage joyfully, so Somanasa Sagatam. With the knowledge of karma and result, Jnana Samyutam. And you are not prompted by anyone, so Asankharika Mahakusala Chaita. So what would be the name of the Chaita? So you would say, this time, Somanasa Sagatam Jnana Samyutam Asankharika Mahakusala Chaita. Now what are the Chaitasikas? So, you, Asankharika. So it is Asankharika, you can take, doesn't matter, just to help you here. Now you know the mental factors from the name of the Chaita. as we say, somanasa sagatam, no, accompanied by pleasant feeling. So piti is present, so all 13 Anyasamana Cetasikas will be present. And then in all beautiful consciousness, 19 Sovana Sadharana Cetasika always associate. Now we say Jnana Samyutam, so Panya will be present. Now will Virati and Apamanya present? No, this time. No, this five do not present. So how many Cetasika you have? So 13 plus 19, you get 32 plus Panya, you get 33. Not only 33 Cetasikas, those five. No, Virati and Apamanya, they do not associate. Well, the exercise will become easy now. Now we go to number 5. A man unwillingly writes the right amount of his income in the income tax form because he does not want to lie as he knows karma is the result. So what is his status and the mental factors that associate with the status? So now the man is abstaining from lying. So what will be the status? No, so you know, if you are you are observing 5 moral precepts, no, abstaining from lying or abstaining from killing, so anything at that time Mahakusala Chaita will arise. So you know Mahakusala Chaita. So we say, no, unwillingly. Unwillingly means reluctantly. So he is not happy at that time. So it would be upekha sagadam. And then, no, he has the knowledge of karma in result. So jnana samyutam. So what would be asankarika or sasankarika? He is unwillingly means he is persuading himself. So it would be sasankarika. So the name of the Chaita would be again somanasa saha upekha sagadam. Mahaguto. Upekha sagadam. Jnana samyutam. Sasankarika imaha kusala Chaita. And the Cetasikas that associate. So no, you can just refer to this chart again. So no, from the name upekha sagatam, so we know it associates with neutral feelings. So piti is absent. So no, you have to subtract piti. So there will be 12 Anyasamana Cetasikas. And then the 19 Sobhana Cetasika will associate. 12 plus 19, you get 31. Now also, he say jnana samyutam, panya is present, you get 32. Now what do you add? So this time you add samavacha from 3 virati. No, only one, samavacha. No, abstaining from lying. So all together you get 33 Cetasikas. Now let's go to number 6, no, on page 95. On knowing karma and its result, a fisherman stops fishing for his livelihood, though reluctantly. So what will be his status and the mental factors that associate with it? So this time he is abstaining from, like fishing means killing, not killing the fish. So abstaining from the killing, for his livelihood. So what would be the Cetasika? This time it is sama ajiva, not sama ajiva. Abstaining from false livelihood. So what will be his Chaita? Again Mahakusala Chaita. No, Mahakusala Chaita. And we say, though reluctantly. So reluctantly means, so it's sasankarika, not sasankarika Chaita. He knows karma in result, jnana samyuta. So what will be the name? So the same as before. So we give you in the book. So again, upekha sahagatam, jnana samyutam, sasankarika mahakusala Chaita. Not the same as number 5, the name. Now what will be the Cetasikas? As we say upekha sagadam, we have 12 anyasamana cetasikas, piti being accepted. And then we put in 19 sobhana sadhana cetasikas, and also panya or panya indriya, and sama ajiva this time. No? So you get also 33 as number 5. Number 7, a child feels pity for a dog which has been hit by a car. The child has no joy and no knowledge of karma at that time. So what would be her chitta? So when you feel pity and compassion are the same thing. So when you have compassion, again that is karuna. So karuna will associate in the Mahakusala Chaita, the same. No? If you have Samavaja, Samakamanta or Samaajiva, or Karuna or Mudita, so Mahakusala Chaita will always arise. So you know it is Mahakusala Chaita. Now we say, does he have joy at that time? No joy, upekha sagadam. And the knowledge of karma at that time? So as a child, she does not know yet. So we say jnana vipyutam. And then she has the pity, automatically, not prompted by anyone. So it should be asankharika mahakusala chaita. So what is the name? So upekha sagadam jnana vipyutam asankharika mahakusala chaita. Now if you know the name, now you can just write down the number, the Chitisika that arise. You don't need to refer to that chart anymore. So when you become skillful, you don't need to refer. So from the name upekha sagadam, so you know it is 12 anyasamana citasikas, piti being accepted. Then as it is all mahakusala citta, beautiful consciousness, so you know 19 sobhana sadhana citasika will be present. As we say jnana vipyuta, panya will not be present. But as we say she is having compassion, so karuna is present. So the total is 32. Number 8. A father gladly congratulates his son for his son's success in the examination. So what will be his status? And he does not know karma and its result at that time. So when you congratulate someone for his success, that is mudita. So if mudita arises, then again you get mahakusala chaita. You know it is mahakusala chaita, and she gladly congratulates. So gladly means joy. So it is somanasa sadam. And she does not think about karma in result at that time. So no panya jnana vipyutam and asankharika mahakusala chaita. So from the name, you can write down the mental factors. Somanasa sagatam, piti is present. So all 13 anyasamana citasikas present. Then you put down 19 sobhana sadhana citasikas. Now we say panya is absent, so you don't put in panya. But he is having this time mudita. Mudita. So we put in mudita, so the total number is 33. Now just one question. Now for example, as we know karma in result, now we gladly let go a mosquito that bites us. So what would be the chaita? So mahakusala chaita, somanasa sagatam, jnana samyutam, mahakusala chaita. What would be the caitasika? Somanasa sagatam, or 13 anyasamana caitasika. And then you put in the 19 somana sadhana caitasika. And as we say jnana samyuta, panya is present. So up to that, how many you get? 13 plus 19, 32 plus panya, 33. Now, as you let go the mosquito, that means you abstain from killing. So samankamanta should also be put in. So you get 34. No, that is the greatest number in Mahakusala Chaita. 34, not more than 34. No, though we say 38, so you can have only 34. Now you are meditating on compassion. No, so you are happily meditating. May all living beings be free from suffering. May all living beings be like them, free from suffering. So what will be the Chaita? Since you are meditating, so is Mahakusala Chaita. And in the Somanasa, since you are happily doing it, Somanasa Sagatam, Jnana Samyutam, Asankharika Mahakusala Chaita. And this time again, you have 13 Anyasamana Chitasika, 19 Sovana Sadhana Chitasika, Panya, and this time you put in Karuna. You get 34 again. So the maximum number. So we go back to the book on page 95. This time we come to number 9. A man is being absorbed in the fourth jhana by meditating on the counter sign, Patibhaga Namita, the counter sign of Pathavi Kasina. What are the names of the Chaita and the mental factors that associate with it? So we say he is absorbed in the fourth jhana. So the fourth jhana Chaita will be arising. So we can say the Chaita is Rupa Vajara fourth jhana Kusala Chaita. Or it may be also called Sukha Ekakata Sahitam Chatauthach Jhana Kusala Chaitam. No? So then what will be the Chaitasikas? No? So you can also refer to to this chart. So can you raise a little, just a little? No? So we have to where it is. So Mahavipaka, you please read again. Raise again. Please raise. Okay, I think. Not yet. Oh. Please raise. Raise. Oh. Dutya jhana, just 2 lines. 2 more lines. Good. So this is Dutta jhana. So in the jhana chaita, we know we have to subtract the jhana factors. So in the fourth jhana, we have to subtract vitaka. So Chatutha jhana is vitaka, vichara, piti. So we have 10 anyasamana chaitasikas, with the exception of vitaka, vichara, and piti. And then here we put in the 19 Sovana Sadhana Chaitasikas, and then Panya. When you are absorbed in the meditation on the counter sign, you are just focusing on the counter sign of the Atkasina. So at that time, Vidati and Apamanya, they do not associate. So how many you get? So 10 Anyasamana Chaitasika plus 19, 29. And then, we have to put in Panya, 30, only 30. The Apamanya do not arise in this case. Page 96. Number 10 now. What are the Chaitasikas that associate with Sotapatiphala Chaita, which is accompanied by the first jhana? So the name of the Chaita is also already given here. It is Sotapati Phala Chaita, accompanied by the first jhana. So, if you have to call the name, what would be the name? So, then as it's accompanied by the jhana, you have to mention the jhana factors. So in the first jhana, all 5 jhana factors are present. So vitaka, vichara, piti, sukha, ekagata, sahitam. Then pathamat, Patamach jhana sotapatti phala chaitam. No? So what would be the Chaitasikas? So no, he get here Logutara Patama Jhana Chaita. So it is included among these. But anyway, as we say, it is first jhana. All jhana factors are present. So all 13 Anyasamana Chaitasikas are present. And also when you are having Logutara Chaita, Panya would be present. And then also the 19 Sobhana Sadhana will be present. Now in Logutara Chaita, we say the three Viddhati, they always associate, unfailingly, they always associate. Not just like we say here, three Viddhati associate with the Logutara Chaita always. No? Because in all Logutara Chaita, there is Megha Chaita and Phala Chaita. No? They accompanied with all the 8 factors of the Eightfold Noble Path. So the 8 factors of the Eightfold Noble Path includes 3 Viddhati. So also all 3 Viddhati, they associate, they all together. So how many mental factors do you have? So 36. 36. Now if we say, the Iman is the enjoying, like the fruition of Sotapatti, Sotapatti Phala. So he is a Srivena. When a person who attains a Sotapatti Phala, Megha and Phala, he becomes a Srivena. So we say the Srivena can enjoy the bliss of Nibbana whenever he likes. But when he wants to enjoy the bliss of Nibbana, he has to meditate on Vipassana again. You cannot go in directly. You have to go do the Vipassana again. Just like the jhana. When you come out of the jhana, you are going around like that. Now when you want to develop the jhana, you have to meditate again. But very quickly. As you are, if you have already very skillful, you can develop very quickly. The same thing, you have to develop the jhana. Or if you don't have the jhana, you don't develop the jhana. You don't have the jhana. Then you look in your body. You have to see all mentality material arising and dissolving. And you reflect anicca, 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 dukkha, 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 anatta, anatta. While you're reflecting, then insight knowledges will arise again. And then, soon after the 10 insight knowledges, Sotapatti, Phala Chaita will arise. Many times. While you're in the fruition state for 1 hour, so Sotapatti, Phala Chaita will arise continuously for 1 hour. So what would be the name of the Chaita? Just Sotapatti Phala Chaita. So no jhana. Sotapatti Phala Chaita. So what would be the mental factors? So Sotapatti Phala Chaita is also a moral consciousness. So we say all these Logutara Chaitas are among the Kusala Chaita. They are all Kusala Chaita. Now when you are enjoying the bliss of Nibbana, you have joy. You have joy, so that means all 13 Anyasamana Chaitasika will associate, and then 19 Sobhana Sadhana Chaitasika will associate, and also the 3 Viddhati. It is Logutara Chaita, 3 Viddhati will associate, Panya will associate, you get the same 36. Whether you have the first jhana or you don't have the jhana, you get the same number of Chaitasika, 36. Now, on page 96, so we have the topic there, doing the impossible. Doing the impossible. Just you imagine, the mind is not known even by scientists and psychologists up till now. Because no science instrument that can detect the mind. The mind is very subtle, no form, no shape, and very subtle, so cannot be detected up till now. Now the Buddha, he knows the mind in detail. He analyzed the mind into consciousness and mental factors. No? So there are 52 mental factors. No? Mental factors. So the function of the mind is actually the function of consciousness and these mental factors. No? Unless you know these mental factors, you don't know the various states of the mind. Now the various states of the mind we describe here, there are up to 121 states. No? That is the combination of consciousness and mental factors amounts to 121 types. No? These are the different states of the mind. Now we say, this mind, they arise and dissolve very rapidly. No? Say even in one snap of the hand, 1,000 billion. Arise and dissolve, arise and dissolve. So, how can you look at your mind, they are rising, they are dissolving so quickly? No? So, how can you know, oh, this is Lobha Mula Chaita, this is Dosa Mula Chaita, this is Mahagusala Chaita? No? So, how to know that? And not only that, oh, this Lobha Mula Chaita associated with 19 Chaitasika, and this Mahagusala Chaita associated with 33 Chaitasika, and the Chaitasikas are this and this. So, how to know that? So, you can see, it is the most difficult thing. No? So, nobody can do it. Now, the Buddha can do it. And he also shows the way that we can also do it. So, how amazing. How amazing. Now, so many the meditation teachers nowadays, I told you, they don't teach exactly according to the teaching of the Buddha. They may use anapanasati in their meditation center, but they just allow you to do the anapanasati only 3 or 4 days. 3 or 4 days. And then they say, you go to vipassana. So I say, you cannot do vipassana. Like that. So, they say, oh, you don't need the jhana. For meditation, we can use vipassana yanika way. Go straight, to vipassana. If you have to develop the jhana, it takes so long time. Why waste the time? Go to vipassana, correctly. But actually, they are not doing vipassana. You cannot do vipassana, without the right concentration, samadhi. So the Buddha, he advised the monks to develop the right concentration. So in many sutta, including the Samadhi Sutta, he said, "O monks, try to develop concentration. Only when you get the right concentration, you will see these ultimate realities as they really are. Then when you see ultimate reality as they really are, then you also know the three characteristics, anicca, dukkha, anatta. Otherwise you cannot know. Then you can do vipassana meditation correctly. You can develop 10 insight knowledges. So these 10 insight knowledges based on these, the mental phenomena, material phenomena, arising, dissolving very rapidly. So knowing them. And then you can also know the Four Noble Truths. Unless you know these, the mental factors and consciousness and 28 types of ultimate materiality, you don't know the Four Noble Truths. You cannot know. So now you can know them, the Buddha said. So try to develop concentration. And as developing concentration is very difficult, he even described 40 types of meditation to develop concentration. No, we should not give away, actually. No, as the Buddha, when he said that is necessary, we have to do it. No, so again we say in vipassana yana, the vipassana yanika way. So you have to develop up to neighborhood concentration. No, if you don't want to develop the jhana concentration, you have to develop a neighborhood concentration. No, to get the neighborhood concentration is very, very difficult. No, very difficult. In 4 days you can never get neighborhood concentration. No, so the majority cannot get. No, so now you're meditating. So no, if you can get neighborhood concentration in 1 month, then you are very intelligent. No, very intelligent. No, so when you get the neighborhood concentration, you will take only 1 more week to develop the jhana. Why don't you develop the jhana in that case? No, so when you get the jhana, the mind becomes more powerful. No, radiates more bright and penetrative light. you can see more clearly, then you can do vipassana very effectively. No, that's why the Buddha said, no, you should develop up to the fourth jhana. That is the best for undertaking vipassana. No? Now, when you get not only the neighborhood concentration, now to analyze the mind would be very difficult. No, very difficult. No, you have to break down, you have to see your mind, and then you have to analyze each mind into the components. As we have this set here. You have to know, this is Mahakusala Citta. How many Cetasika arising, you have to know. No, when you say like eye consciousness, only 7 mental factors associated with it. You have to know this. No? So when you say Manodwara Vachana Citta, so no, there are 11, no, the Anyasamana Cetasika associated with it. Only you can know these Cetasikas and consciousness. You know it is Manodwara Vachana Citta. Otherwise you don't know. So to know all this in detail, you have to analyze your mind. And now, no, as we said, no, the Buddha gave the way that you can see them, and in Visuddhimagga, so it is described. No, you have to analyze all the mind to know their component, and you have to analyze the body into ultimate materiality, to know all ultimate materiality. So those who are doing the vipassana now, you ask them, do you know any the ultimate materiality? What is Pathavi? They don't even know Pathavi. No, Abo, what is, they don't know. And what is Phassa? No, I don't know. What is Sanya? They don't know. So they don't know anything. How can you do vipassana? No, so if you just follow them, so no, while you're meditating, of course, you are suppressing the lobha, dosa, moha not to arise. You are developing Mahakusala Citta, alright, but you can never get enlightened. No, you cannot become like a noble person. No, so you have to spend a lot of time. You get a lot of merit, but no enlightenment. So they even say, oh, no, the conscious and mental factor, they arise so separately. Who can see them? So that is their idea. I also think like that. No, I also like things. So 1,000 billion rise and dissolve. We cannot know. No, so when I met Pao Shadow, so no, Pao Shadow was a forest monk. So at his forest monk, and he used only one set of robes. We say dutenga. So the robes are not new. So he lived there. He stay in his place. You look only a mat, not just there. So when I saw him, I'm not very impressed actually to him, but only later. He called me. Now he said, I got the book written by you. So I have written a book in Myanmar language about concrete evidences about past existence and future existences. So I described some of these evidences in the Karma, the real creator. So he said, I got your book, interesting, he said, what you have written. But if you are interested, you can interview my meditators. Now they are analyzing the mind in detail. And they can also see their past existence. One existence, another existence. They can correlate one existence to another according to the causal relations of dependent origination. So when I interview these meditators, they correctly can analyze the mind, and then can also see their past existences. So actually you can do that. So we are very lucky now. It's very difficult. So as far as I know, I've been meditating. I can see no teacher who can teach like this. Now he can teach this. Only then I know, oh, he is very learned. Not very learned. And he has been meditating in the past existence also. So, only when he gets the instruction from the several teachers, he have to go on by himself. And finally he discovered this. So what is written in the Visuddhimagga, in Visuddhimagga also, when they wrote there, the how to meditate in detail is not present actually. How to analyze the mind is not present actually. And that's why we say, those very learned no, the monks, even Tipitaka monks, they don't know how to do vipassana. No, because no, no, this is not written in the Tipitaka. So it just say you have to analyze your mind, no, and to know all these components. How to do that? So it's very difficult. Now Pauchado. No, so he discovered this. Now he taught many meditators. And the meditators, many of them now can do all the vipassana. Can do all vipassana, more than, so it would be more than 1,000. Maybe more than 2,000. The meditators can already do the vipassana correctly. Finish. So if you can see the Four Noble Truths very clearly by this meditation, you will become stream winner. You can become stream winner. So we say we are very lucky to know this. No, but we learn this in how many days? Just 4.5 days. Now we already learn about Chaitanya already. So if you don't learn now, Abhidhamma, when you do vipassana, you have to learn during vipassana. No, you have to learn, the Mahakusala Chaita associate with this benefactor. So if you don't have the proper teaching, you don't understand well, you just memorize them. And then you have to meditate in them. This vichaka is applying the mind to the sense object. Vichara is sustained application. Piti is joy. So you have to see that, to know that. So it was very difficult. So I say better to learn Abhidhamma first. And then also Visuddhi method, how to do these things and what we have to do. And then we need the right teacher to guide us to do this. Then you can do very easily. Very easily. And then only we find it not easy because we cannot concentrate very well. So many of you ask you, are you meditating well? No, not very well yet. Because we cannot concentrate. We cannot concentrate because of those defilements, the nivarana, the hindrances. We have to fight against them. And it is, we say, is the noblest battle. The noblest battle to fight against these defilements. And it is the most difficult battle. So some people, they say, meditating, you are sitting doing nothing. It's not that. We are doing the most difficult thing, actually. But we can do it very joyfully. Without moaning, groaning, the Buddha said. This road is very pleasant. Okay.